Good day everyone and welcome. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little short 30-minute chair yoga class today. So I want you just to listen to your body, respect your limitations. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Right? Just take it easy, relax, and enjoy yourself. Right? I want you just to sit comfortably in your chair. So the chair I have here is just a very basic chair, wooden chair, nice and sturdy. All right? So comfortable in the chair, and I want you just to lean back. Just lean back. So we're going to start with a couple of minutes of breathing of pranayama. So the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. So just try and relax. Just do your best with your breath. All right. So we always start, like I said, with a couple minutes of pranayama. Prana is breath. Pranayama is breath control. So we're going to choose a mudra today. And today we're going to breathe in active Gaya mudra. So just want you to take your index finger and just roll it in nice and tight. And your thumb wrapping it around. 3 fingers out, palms up. If you prefer not to, just keep your hands on your lap if you like. And active Gaya mudra imparts active knowledge. So relax, sit back in your chair, close your eyes if you'd like, and let's take a big breath together. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next minute. Just relax those shoulders, just breathe. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more nice, long, smooth breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So let's try to be aware of our posture. Shoulders are relaxed, hands together. Now, let's rub them vigorously. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune out. Breathe. One more breath. And on the exhale, I want you to drop 3 fingers, kick the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. I just want to go back to the breathing for a second. I'm going to try and cue you on the breathing. So when I say on the next exhale or your next exhale is when I want you to move. All right, we always move on the exhale. So just do what you can. Just relax. Don't overthink it. All right, let's take a big breath together. And on the exhale, if you can, let's come up nice and high. Sitting nice and tall in those sit bones, let's wake up that physical body, let's wake up that spine. If you find this bothers your shoulders, you can bring your arms down a little lower. You can even keep your arms right here if you prefer. Jupiter Mudra. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers for one more breath. And on the exhale, I'd like you to release the arms. Inhale into a gentle back bend, or just reach up to the ceiling. Now, if your arms are a little bit lower, you can put your hands on your hips and you can do the same thing with your hands on your hips. If this bothers your shoulders or your arms. Reach up, stretch that body out. One more breath. And on the exhale, I want you to bring your arms down very, very slowly, gentle with the shoulders. Bring your hands right onto the outside of the knees. Preparing to fold over. Big breath. Exhale. I want you to slide your hands down the outside of your calves as you bow your head and just round your back. You don't have to go far. Just go down a little bit. This is a forward fold. So this position here is going to start lengthening the spine, really stretching out the back muscles, the shoulders. Keep that breath in mind. Every breath you take is long and smooth. So really pay attention to the breaths. Try to relax. One more. Exhale, come up very slowly. Reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Hands on the lap. Now let's roll the shoulders out gently. If they're a little stiff or a little tight, just do what you can. Like I said earlier, just listen to your body. You don't have to go very far. Move a little bit. If all you can do is a little, that's all. That's fine. Keep that breath in mind. Keep it going. Don't hold your breath. All right. So let's sit nice and tall. Let's do a nice gentle neck stretch. So always, like I said, being aware of your posture. Relax the shoulders, hands gently resting on your lap. Take your breath. Exhale. Just turn your head to the left. Let those shoulders go. Just breathe. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. If you prefer to have them open, find yourself a little focal point, a little drishti. Stare at it. It'll help you concentrate. It'll help you focus. Now let's focus on releasing the tension we hold in the neck, especially the right side of the neck. Gentle. One more breath. Exhale, bring your head to center slowly. Let's go to the right. Big breath. Exhale. Like I said, you don't have to go far. If you have issues with your neck, be very gentle with your body. Moving your body slowly and very carefully. There's no rush. It's not a race. Even if you move just a little bit, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and our neck. And the neck muscles are really small. It doesn't take a lot for them to be tight and compressed. And if the muscles are tight, that means the blood vessels and the nerves are also compressed. So let's see if we can release that. Get some fresh oxygen into the brain. Exhale, bring your face to center. Take a breath. Exhale, just tilt it back, look up to the ceiling. Just bring yourself right here, right now, into this moment. That's all that matters. One more breath. On the exhale, now I want you to gently bow your head. Keep your back straight, shoulders are nice and loose. And releasing the top of the cervical spine, the back of the neck. One more breath. Exhale, come up very slowly. All right, let's do a nice shoulder shrug. Let's focus on releasing the tension in the shoulders. Take a big breath. Exhale, bring them up. And I want you to hug your ears with your shoulders as tight as you can. This is a nice, easy, quick way to release the tension that you hold in your shoulders and your upper back and your neck. You can do this anytime during the day. It really feels good. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Let those shoulders, just let them fall. And you can feel the relaxation starting to settle in. Now let's roll the shoulders out again. See if you notice the difference now. Follow the rhythm of the breath. Keep your breath going, long and smooth. Roll them back. Just get a little movement. And when as you roll the shoulders, it also increases circulation into the upper body as well. All right, perfect. Let's do a nice shoulder stretch. I want you to reach out with the right arm. Just bend at the elbow. Take your left hand, put it on your elbow, very gently. Now this one here, I'm going to give you a couple of ways to do this. All I want you to do is just gently pull on the elbow and just pull your arm to the left. Now depending on how your shoulder feels and where you need the stretch, some people like to go here, some people here, some people like to come way up here to do this stretch. So just kind of find a place that feels good for you. And if it really doesn't feel good, like I said earlier, stop immediately, take it easy. All right, let's go. Big breath, exhale. I'm pulling my arm gently to the left. And just find that place that feels good. And if it hurts, then come out of it right away. Be very careful and very aware of how your body feels. If you know something's going to cause you pain, then be very gentle. And if it's not going to happen, come out of it right away. But keep that breath going. One more. Exhale, release. Come down. Let's see if we can go to this side here. So reach out with the left arm, right hand on the left elbow. Adjust your arm to where you need the stretch. And on the exhale, gently. Just relax the shoulders. Just let it happen. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, back to center. All right, let's let the arms hang down now. So this posture, this position is called the mountain. So this is a resting neutral place. Just let your arms hang. Let those shoulders go. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Again, always being aware of our posture. And let's take a few breaths into our mountain Tattasana. This is a place you can come to anytime during the class for any reason. If you need to stop or you just want to take a little break, come here. Just hang out. But breathe. Keep the breath going. Keeping your mind clear. If you have any thoughts that come through your mind at any time during our time together, acknowledge the thought and just let it go. Let it fly out the door or fly out the window. Come back to what you're doing. Pay attention to what's going on right now, because that's all that matters. One more breath. And on the exhale, hands on the lap. All right, so let's do a few extra stretches. And I'd like you to bring your hands behind your head. So again, if you have a hard time with your shoulders or your arms having your hands here, you can do this with your hands on your hips, okay? So hands are just gently resting on the back. I don't want you to tug on your head. Just put your hands on the back of your head. Sitting tall, take a breath in on the exhale. Let's just gently lean to the right. You don't have to go far. If you want to go a little deeper, absolutely. But even if you move just a little bit, don't worry about it. Breathe. So you can feel a nice lengthening out the left side of the body. This is working abdominals, obliques, muscles in your back, even your spine a little bit. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly. Use your core muscles to help you move. Let's go to the left on the breath. Exhale, I should say. Let's go to the left. Breathe. The breath is long and it's smooth. It's the same breath. On the exhale, come up nice and strong. Take a breath, and on the exhale, if you can, I want you to bring your elbows forward. So now this is stretching again. The upper arms, the shoulders, the upper back. Breathe. One more breath. And on the exhale, I want you to release the elbows. Now, I want you to bring them back. You're not going to go very far. Just go back as far as you can. Sitting tall. Now, this stretch here, again, you can feel it. This goes under the arms. It's a little bit into the chest as well. Still working the shoulders, upper arm muscles as well. And on the exhale, bring them neutral position. Bring the arms down. Very slow and gentle. Let them hang. And now let's roll them out again. Release any tension you might feel in your shoulders. Let it go. Just roll them out. You can smile while you're breathing. You're happy to be here today. Perfect. All right. So let's go right into our hands. So I want you to bring your arms out. Now keep them down a little bit lower. So now we focus on the forearm, the wrist, the hands, the fingers. Let's leave those shoulders alone for now. Fingers are open wide. I want you to bend at the wrist and slightly turn them out to the baby finger. Breathe. Try to relax your shoulders. Focus on lengthening, stretching, releasing, decompressing. Extensor muscles on the top of the forearm, the wrist, the hand. On the exhale, straighten the hands. I want you to bring palms to ceiling. Now I'd like you to take the right fingertips and I want you to bring it back on the left fingertips. Just bring the hand back gently. Stretching the hand, the fingers, the flexor muscles. Like I said, don't overdo it. But even if you move just a little bit, that's okay. It's not a race. You don't have to force your body. Don't be aggressive with your stretches. And on the next exhale, let's go to the side here. So left fingertips onto the right and just bring them back gently. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring the hands up. All right, let's do a little finger exercise today. So all I want you to do is just gently pull back each finger. Pull it back till you feel a nice gentle stretch into the palm of the hand, but also this is a nice release for those fingers. Let's go. So I'm going to take my right hand, or right index finger, I'm going to gently pull down on the left thumb. Now, keep going, follow the breath. So inhale, and then exhale as you pull. And just go nice and slow. And let's release those tight fingers. Lubricate the joints, especially if you have arthritis or stiff fingers or work with your hands a lot. Very important to pay attention to our fingers and our hands, wrists and forearms. Everything works together, gentle. And if it doesn't feel good, just come out of it right away. Like I said, don't be shy. And then when you're ready, let's try this side here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a big breath, and then when I exhale, that's when I'm pulling the fingers back. So the breath is not a quick breath, it's a long, smooth breath. Especially if you're new to the breathing, it might be a little bit of a struggle for you, but just try to relax. And when you finish your little finger, hopefully we're at the same place, then I want you to release the hands, and I want you just to let your hands hang. Just let them hang and shake them out, release the tension you have in your hands. All right, let's, hands on the lap, let's go all the way down to the ankles and the feet. So from here, I want you to make sure that you're comfortable in your chair. You can wiggle around a little bit, sitting nice and tall. And I want you to get your feet slightly off the floor. All right, so let's focus on the forearm, the ankle, the toes, the foot, and some of the lower leg muscles as well. So all we're going to do is some little circles. So let me show you quickly. I'm just going to round. So I'm going to inhale around, exhale to center, pause, and go again. So when you're rolling the ankles, try not to wiggle your legs around. If they move a little bit, don't worry about it, but try not to be wiggling around. Really focus on articulating the ankles as best as you can. So again, hands on the lap. If you want to have your hands hanging down, that's okay too. Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale to center, pause. One more. And rest. Let's go to the other direction now. If you're still with me, let's go round. Just do what you can. Really focusing on the ankles, but this engages the lower leg muscles. You know, the shins, the calves as well. One more round. And then I want you just to let your legs, just let your feet land on the floor. And I want you just to let your knees fall open. So just let's go back to mountain. Let's rest. Let your legs, just relax your legs, your feet, your ankles. Let your arms hang. Shoulders are relaxed. Your back is nice and straight. And being aware of your posture is very important because it helps you with your breathing. If you find that you're kind of curled over and you're always hunching and bowing your head, then your chest is really compressed. You can't take that breath. So straighten up as best as you can. Then you can really open up that chest and you can take that big, beautiful breath. And, all right. Now, I want you to bring the knees together. Bring the feet off the floor a little bit, and let's play a little piano with the toes. And if you want, add the fingers, just a little piano. And let's round them out again. Let's add the wrists as well. And go a little faster if you want. Wiggle the toes around. Really articulate the toes and the fingers. Round them out a little faster if you want. Just move things around. Perfect. All right, and hands on the lap. Now I want you to back your feet up. Now, at this point here, I'd like you just to be aware that your knees and your ankles are nice and lined up. Nice and straight. So let's go down, let's start working our spine a little bit. So the first one we're going to do is our cat and our cow. So it's lengthening the spine, working our back muscles, releasing. This is really good for your lower back. So I just want you to stay the way you are. I'm going to turn my chair just a little bit so you can see, get a little bit more of a visual of what I'm doing here. Now, sitting nice and tall, holding on to the side of the chair at the bottom very gently. So we're going to inhale up. So a little bit of a C-scoop spine, chest comes up, look up, and on the exhale, now I want you to round your back, round your shoulders, bow your head. Follow the breath, come all the way up, inhale up into your cow. And exhale. Cat and cow. This is, like I said, lengthening the spine, a lovely stretch for your back, upper back and lower back. Let's go again, one more time, all the way up, inhale. And exhale. And then from here, come up very slowly. All right, we're just doing a few of those, but that's a nice thing you can do anytime as well. Roll the shoulders out a little more if you need to, roll them out. All right, now let's do one more for our spine. Again, if you have issues with your spine, be very gentle. You don't have to move quickly. If you find, like I said, if it doesn't feel good, please be very aware of what you're doing so you don't hurt yourself. So let's work on our little twist pose now. So I want you to take the left hand, put it on the right knee. Now your right hand, I want you just to kind of, hopefully have a little area here that you can hold on to at the back of the chair. All we're going to do here is, let me show you quickly. I'm just going to look over the shoulder. That's it. All right, gentle spinal twist. So from here, let's take a breath to center. On the exhale, look over the right shoulder. Now, if you find that it feels good, you're comfortable, and you want to go a little deeper, push on your right knee a little bit to the left. You'll go a little further if you feel you need it. Try to relax the shoulders. Your back is straight. Breathe. Even in the twist pose. The twist pose is designed to focus on the spine, keeping it nice and strong and flexible and balanced and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your spine. One more breath. Exhale, come back to center. Let's go right to the other side. So right hand on the left knee, left hand on, hold on to the side of the chair a little bit. Take a breath to center. And on the exhale, look over the left shoulder. Maybe one side of your body needs a little bit of a deeper twist. Maybe this is the stiffer side that doesn't give you as much movement. And that's okay, even if you move a little bit. But even in the twist pose, that breath is exactly the same. Keep it going. Keep that breath going. The breath is soothing. It's calming. It's balancing. Cleansing. On the exhale, release. Come back to center. Slow and gentle. All right. Hands in lap. Roll the shoulders out again. Roll them out whenever you feel you need to. Don't be shy. And every time you do it, they get a little looser. And they go a little lower. And you feel just a little bit more relaxed. All right, perfect. Okay, so from here now, let's start working some lower body. So I need you to kind of scooch up in your chair a little bit, and I want you to open up your legs. So I need you to sit on a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. So kind of wiggle around, make sure that your sit bones are anchored. Now I want you to feel comfortable that you're not going to slip and slide off your chair. Legs are a little bit wide, or as wide as you can get them. If you have issues with your hips, don't feel like you have to really spread them out. Now again, ankle knees are lined up. Lean forward a bit, make sure that your feet are anchored to the floor so that you're stable and you feel nice and comfortable, all right? So sitting nice and tall, just sitting in this position is a gentle hip opener. It's a stretch for the inner thighs, the glutes, the tight buttocks, the pelvic floor, groin area as well. Just sitting like this. Let's do a nice goddess side stretch. So what I want you to do is take your left hand and just let it hang. So I'm going to show you quickly and then we'll do it together. I'm going to inhale up and exhale over. Now, when my arm is up here, try to make sure it's nice and straight as you can get it, lined up to the side of the body. Try not to be leaning forward or tilted back as best you can. If you find you're a little bit forward and that's as far as you can go, don't worry, don't force your body into a place that doesn't feel good for you. All right, so let's get a nice stretch for the right side of the body. Ready? Let's go. Inhale, right arm up. If you can, lean a little bit to the left. This one again, if you prefer to do it with your hand on your hip, that's fine, same difference. All right, having your arm up is just a little bit deeper. Lengthening from the fingertips right down into that hip. A lateral flexion of the spine as well. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Use your body, your core muscles to help you move and come all the way down. Ready? Let's go to this side. Let's go. Inhale, left arm up and exhale over. And just relax. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale up. Perfect. And down. All right, and roll it out. Roll the shoulders out. All right, so while we're here, we're going to get into our child's pose. So I want you to stay in this position if you can a little longer. Now the child's pose is a resting place. It's a neutral and it's a wonderful full body stretch. So I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this and you can choose which way works best for you. Now if you have issues with vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or maybe you have a head cold, you might not want to do the first one. Let me show you the full version. The full version is coming down like this and just hanging out. Like I said, if you find this going to be a little bit too much for you, just rest your forearms on your lap. And I want you just to kind of bow your head and just kind of hang out there, all right? So you can decide what's going to feel good for you. But let's take a little rest into our child's pose, Balasana. Big breath. And if you're doing the full version like this, even the modified version, You know what, just let gravity pull everything down. This is lengthening your spine, stretching up the shoulders, your muscles in your back. Just breathe. And now's the time to thank yourself for being here today, for taking this little time to sit in your chair and do a few little stretches. For whatever reason, maybe if it's just a stretch, maybe it's just maybe a little decompress, maybe to re-energize, or maybe just a little quiet time for yourself. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to come up very slowly. Push yourself up very gently. Reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All right. Now, let's get those legs back together. Scooch them together. Now I want you to sit back in your chair. Sit all the way back. Let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Now at this point, I want you to sit back in your chair. Just sit right back and relax. Now I want you to get into a position in your chair where you can just melt into your chair. So if you want to reposition your legs, if you want your arms to hang down, you can sit any way you want without literally sliding off of your chair. Hopefully you feel nice and relaxed at this point. So just let it go, let everything go. Keep your breath going a little bit longer. Close your eyes and just rest. Let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's rest in Savasana position and offer our body, our mind, and our soul the opportunity to absorb our yoga experience. This is the time to observe the benefit of your practice and to rest with a calm mind, open to the exploration of our truth and our identity. Let's leave our chairs today with the intention of understanding that we need to listen closely to hear our messages, and that clear messages only come when our mind is clear. Therefore, we need to commit to clear our mind from unnecessary debris of attachments to the past, of anxieties of the future, in order to be able to be present in this moment. Let's take a couple of minutes to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds, and let's go visit that place deep down inside ourselves that speaks to us, where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Bring life back to your body. If you like, wiggle your fingers and toes if you want. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair again, being aware of that beautiful posture. Let's bring our hands together and let's rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more breath. Wonderful. Hands on the lap. If you want to roll your shoulders up one last time. All right, and we're all done. Thank you very much for joining me. It is the end of July, so it's been a while since I've done any classes because I've been very busy working. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll get a few more classes in hopefully before the fall, before I get back to work. All right, so my name is Susan, and thank you very much for joining me, and have a wonderful day. And get outside, get some sun on your face, keep moving, keep active. All right, and we'll see you soon.